We push.
It's
Oh yeah, we're up.
It's no direct product of me. It's just me hanging around and offering some minimal amount of guidance. But you've learned the class very quickly.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried doing other ones, and it's just like people always say warrior is like the easiest and stuff. So I tried doing harder ones, but I've just been doing warrior for so long now. It's like I don't know. It's like natural to me, I guess. Because I think even on Guild Wars 1, I had a necromancer and something else. It probably was a warrior. I sucked at the necromancer, which is why I didn't ever get very far. And then I quit playing the game because of it.
Yeah, there are a few members that I would take as far as damage or being able to fill specific roles, but on a general basis, you're one of the few that I would actually take along, regardless of what I was trying to accomplish that day. Particularly because I have a sated interest in your progression. I have a staked interest in your progression, rather.
Aww.
Because I brought you in when you were a noob. When you knew nothing, you had no achievement points.
I had some, like...
You had a couple
500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For perspective, I'm pushing 16. I'm pushing 14,000. So, you know, the gap's it's just a little bit of a gap. But I brought you in when you were a noob, when you didn't have a grasp on any of the classes, didn't have a grasp on the matchups and the weapons, the skills and all that.
Yeah.
I brought you into your first PvP games, and then now I'm getting to see you improve.
Aww.
Your points. Seize theirs.
It's like you're a baby bird and you're finally starting to flap your wings.
I was about to say that.
Spawniers return.
I thought that analogy would be fitting.
That's the first thing I thought about.
Your channel.
Meow. Hey,
It has
girlfriend.
been way too long, and I see you lurking around in the other TeamSpeak channels. What do you do?
You've taken the mine.
She's avoiding
Playing
me.
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh. Why would you betray us like that?
They told me to play with them.
Is it
They are
something I
bitches
did?
and have no relevancy at all.
They said they need a female streamer.
Now you're streaming?
They want me to, I think.
The keep is yours.
It's not that hard to stream. I'm already set up for it.
No, it's not that hard to stream. I'm doing it right now.
Showing all them ladies
You
your naked
seized
penis.
the henge.
The
Yeah.
naked webcam streaming? I'd be charging for that. I like how I just wander in and pick you up. As if it's so casual.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the expansion. I'm bored.
You're one of those people?
I got 40 kills today alone.
You were just at 30 in the last game, so that's telling you
I
how
know.
much you're killing people.
Shit. I mean, shoot.
Oh, you don't need to worry about it that much.
Well,
I saved her
just-
anyway, it's okay.
oh, you did. I was like halfway through finishing that person, and then they got me down. I can't believe I survived.
Your enemy took the mine.
That feels good.
Dude, we are beating these people hardcore.
Take that. You've seized the henge.
That's true, and we just walked into a 1-on-3.
User left your channel.
Spawniers return.
I'm about to die, but it's okay.
I actually finished the thief.
Nice.
Oh my lord. Obviously the win is already secured, so you can chalk that up to a more impressive performance. What was it?
Strong.
If you would let me speak instead of rambling and rambling. Rambling nothing, they're not dead!
You've seized the henge.
Okay, what are these little things?
The keep is
I
yours.
kind of feel bad because now it's like we're like the kick-ass team, and we're demolishing these people.
Well, I pulled them right out of the drawer and I didn't use them. So if they were put in the drawer half dead, that's not something that I knew. Because I brought two in. I brought in one because the mouse had died. Or that it was dying. Then I brought in two because I thought the keyboard was messing up and it was just
They
lag.
took the henge.
The one that was the mouse that was actually dead was the right one on the most right.
I don't know why I'm chasing them. I need to do something.
Chasing's more fun than anything at this point because we've already secured the win.
You've taken the mine.
I guess this is a pretty good team, or otherwise the other people just suck.
The chieftain has returned. The keep's been lost. You've seized the henge.
We actually did it. 3 thieves, a necromancer, and a
Spawniers
ranger.
return. Your team is victorious.
I'm only 10 points behind you. I feel like a badass.
Top 2 spots?
Again.
a 6 gig drive? 3 gig? 3 gig drive? 32, that's gonna be his. Yeah, 91, that's gonna be yours. 4. See, they don't show what it is, so I'm just gonna have to delete them. Delete the whole folder. This one we just did. Oh, 10, so I can delete this folder. You got all your saves?
I've gotten 3 tomes of knowledge and then 5 scrolls of knowledge just like today alone. And I'm gonna use them all on my engineer. But I need a lot more because it's so boring. Like just like trying to level up an engineer, ugh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. Is that I ended up just using tomes because otherwise it was too boring.
That's what I'm doing for my mesmer.
Yeah.
I got so many great plans for my mesmer, but nothing's opening up quick enough, so I have to do it that way.
I need to do this a lot more often than I have been.
Well, when you do it by yourself, it usually ends up poorly.
Yeah.
Even
Hey, if
I
you're
don't
on-
like PvPing by myself.
Yeah. If you're on Wednesday, I'll be doing it Wednesday.
Yeah, I should
Wednesday
be on.
night.
I should be on all through the week.
By the way, Crack, I got smart. I took all my characters, since we're green this week, I took all my important characters and went, screw this. I'm going to World versus World and grabbing all the landmarks I can.
Yeah, that is actually a very good idea. Something that I neglected to do back in those days.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing it because I want legendaries for my 2 main characters, and who knows if I want it for the 3rd, and might as well get that tough stuff out of the way while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a smarter way to go about things. Speaking of which, are you going to do more PvP, Miss? Or
I think I should go to bed. It would be the responsible thing to do.
it would be the responsible thing to do is to actually lay in bed and just collapse. We know you're going to end up texting all night, but until you pass out, that typically is what happens, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I get to sleep no matter what. And I mean, at this point, if I take like sleeping pills, I won't wake up in time for class tomorrow. So I don't really have a choice.
Pretty
What
much
kind of
sounds
sleeping
about right.
pills do you take?
Well, they're not actually like sleeping pills, but they're it's called Seroquel, but it just makes me really drowsy, and it's like I can't really sleep without them.
You need to do yourself a favor then and go invest. It's in the vitamin area where you can get herbal supplements and things like that. It's called melatonin.
Oh, I can't do melatonin.
Don't
It
do
makes me
that.
cry. I cry over the stupidest things. Like I'll look at my dog and I'll start crying because her hair is kind of knotted a little bit behind her ears, and then I'll go and do dishes and I start crying because my hands are like turning into little raisins. And I start laughing because I'm crying over the stupidest things. Melatonin just makes me cry over everything.
Melatonin is not something good to take on a regular basis, or really period, I feel, because it screws with the brain chemistry,